and shine, mothers and brothers and cheese wedges and handlebars all over the world. Rise and shine, let it grow and let it flow. Good morning to you, and thank you for joining me on my ride to work. There was no riots in Philadelphia last night, I want to report. None whatsoever. There was no riots in Philadelphia. But guess what? That didn't hit the headlines, did it? War hits headlines. Peace never makes the headlines. Isn't that great? Wouldn't it be great if the news started at 6 p.m. and said, we have nothing to report. There's no wars, no conflict anywhere, nobody throwing rocks, nobody got shot, nobody fighting, no road rage. We're just gonna put on some happy music right now. Never gonna see that, right? War makes headlines. Conflict makes headlines. Peace never makes headlines. There are some people in your life that they're just headline people, aren't they? Headline people. Drama people. Eliminate drama. When will you learn to just say no to drama? When will you learn to say, I want nothing to do with this? When will you learn to say, I am no longer, or at least inside your head, or inside your heart, say, I am no longer going to participate in this? For those that are going through separation, divorce, work issues, any kind of war in your life, any kind of issues in your life that are conflict related. Now, I'm going to have to pull over here. Hold on, there's a fire truck behind me. Okay, flashers go on, and I move to the side. And then you look behind you to see, because there's usually a rescue squad or police possibly even following. Keep an eye in the rear view mirrors at all times. Lots of traffic today, so maybe they're going to an accident up ahead. That's what I'm thinking, because I am encountering some serious bumper-to-bumper action here, which means I may have to try an alternate route to get to work. Alrighty then. And I actually think that's the case. I actually think that there is an accident or something. Traffic is not moving too well today. Must think. War makes headlines, peace doesn't. Conflict makes headlines. Wouldn't it be great if there was no headlines? No headlines. They just played soft classical music, right? Because there was no news. Because the news is now equated with conflict. Boy, that's rough. That's a hard way to live, isn't it? I am right beside the fire truck that just passed me with its sirens blasting and lights on. And it's in the left-hand turn lane, just waiting. I guess they're not really in a hurry now. But I will say hats off and God bless every first responder that is there. Seriously, those guys deserve, especially the volunteer ones. I know in Pennsylvania, not in the big cities in PA, but in everywhere else, the fire departments are all volunteer fire departments, and it blows my mind how much time they devote. Are you part of a fire department or a rescue squad? It's amazing. So, thank you so much. I appreciate it. appreciate your service. I really do. Especially the fire police, the guys that block off roads and intersections so rescue vehicles can make their way through. I know a couple fire police, and they're not involved in the action. They just show up at an intersection with their lights on and redirect traffic. That's just amazing what they do, how coordinated it is. I just want to say thank you to them as well. So hats off to the volunteer firemen, paid firemen, rescue squads, first responders, fire police. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I really do. Here's a question I have for you. Are there any huge bearded people in big business? Are there any big bearded people in business? I know there's face beard and medium beard people. You got John Paul DeJoria, who is my business idol. He is the founder of Paul Mitchell Systems. You need to watch his video. John Paul DeJoria at Stanford Business School. There's a video. It's about 50-something minutes in length. It's the finest business video I have ever seen. You need to, if you're in business, you need to watch it, and then let me know in the comments down below what you gleaned from that teaching. It is absolutely amazing. And now that I mention it, I'm going to listen to it again today for about the 20th time, because I get something new every single time I listen to it. It's incredible. John Paul DeJoria at Stanford Business School. It's on YouTube. You'll love it. But are there any big beard guys, big bearded guys in business? You have the Nike guy. You have John Paul DeJoria. Who else has a beard? Bill Gates doesn't have a beard. Steve Jobs had a beard early in his career. But who has a beard? The Men's Warehouse guy, he's got a nice beard, but a toupee that I'm not real crazy about, or at least it looks like a toupee. What if it's real hair that looks like a toupee? That's bad. I don't know. I can't comment on it. I don't know it. I do like the company Men's Warehouse, though. God bless anybody in business. I'm all about people in business. But can a man lead a company while he has a big beard? I'm talking about a well-known big company and have a big beard. What if you went to a business conference with Fortune 500 leaders and CEOs? How many big beards would you see? My goal is to build up Gray Bailey, not just the YouTube channel, but I'm building a company that's going to be offering products. And my slogan is naturally beautiful and handsome. That's what I'm doing. And my goal is to sell that company for, who knows, $1 billion, 500 million. I don't know. We'll see. My goal is to build it up and sell it. And I'm laying the foundation for 1 year by doing beard videos and branding myself and creating a character. The character that I've created is Beards Without Borders. And he's a pretty cool dude, the Sultan of Silver. He's mellow, he's real. He doesn't look at people's socioeconomic status. He doesn't care if you're white, black, or purple. He doesn't care if you have a big beard or a little beard or don't even have a beard. He cares about peace and cares about the bridge that is built and isn't screaming at you while he's teaching. That's the mission of the Sultan of Silver. Think about it. What big beard guys run companies? Where are there big companies that are led by a big bearded man? I wake up sometimes and I look like Aqualung. My beard and hair are disheveled. I've done a couple of videos totally disheveled, just where I completely look like a deranged nut. But I wanted to show you all the the continuum of grooming, from zero grooming to, like today, I consider myself on a scale of 1 to 10, probably about a 7 as far as grooming is concerned. The beard is doing what I want it to do today. The stash is out of the way. It's doing exactly what I want it to. The hair, I have ADH in it. ADH stands for Andrew Does Hair. And I didn't blow dry it today. I got out of the shower, just let it air dry a little bit, took a little ADH, put it in, just kind of texturized it a little bit. So it looks a little bit different today. I'm going to be rocking a different look for the fall. I like changing up my looks. I had a guy in the chair yesterday, Bob from Bergen County. He's running for director of his Harley Owners Group, and he pretty much convinced me that I need a Street Glide. I told him what I thought I wanted to get. I've never had a Harley before. I've always been a Honda guy, and I do like the community, instant community that comes with owning a Harley. I do like that. It's branding. I'm a community guy. I'm not, I've been a loner, and loners like their alone time, and that's one of the reasons why I like motor scooters, because I can do it alone, and I enjoy going 30, 40 miles an hour out in the country and just exploring and so forth. But as far as any cross-country or cross-state lines with my woman on the back, my woman yet to be on the back of my motorcycle. No woman yet, but there will be. I'm open. I'm not looking for a woman. I'm open. There's a difference between looking for somebody and being open to somebody. I'm open to finding somebody. Every time I ever looked for somebody, my judgment was skewed because of urgency or responding to hormones or a void or loneliness. You go through a breakup, there's an empty place in your bed. You go through a divorce, there's an empty place in your bed. And the first thing you're thinking naturally, your body is thinking, I want someone here. So there's the impulse to fill that bed quickly. That works real well now, doesn't it? And it doesn't. It doesn't work well. So it's better to be alone. What do they say? It's better to be single and wish you were married than to be married and wish you were single. How the heck did I get on that topic? What was I even talking about? Ha! Oh, motorcycles. So I trimmed Bob down, trimmed his hair up. He got kind of like a Alessandro Manfredini type haircut. You can see him if you go to my Instagram. Are you on my Instagram? At George A. Bruno. Check it out. You'll see Bob's picture. I trimmed his beard 2 months ago. I didn't trim it yesterday. What was interesting was it grew in beautifully. The shape that I struck into his beard 2 months ago is a beautiful shape. And it matured. It's a beautiful looking beard. So I just gave him a very stylish haircut yesterday, and it was wonderful. But we were talking about Harleys, and he felt, based upon my needs and some of my preferences, that a Street Glide would be a good motorcycle for me. And I'm a huge fan of baggers. Not so much the fully dressed bikes. I guess if I'm doing cross country, I could put a trunk, a top case on with, the padded backrest and all that for the comfort of the love of my life that doesn't exist yet. That's how we got on that topic. But here's the issue. I love baggers. Love them. And I do like Batwing fairings. There's something about them that I like. The fixed fairings, they're okay. It's almost like you got to have two different bikes. If you're going to tour, you get a big touring bike. If you just want everyday stuff, you can get a Sportster. If you want round town, you can get a chopper. I like comfort. I just don't feel like raising my hands up here. I don't know how comfortable that is. I have never ridden a bike with ape hangers, So I don't know that it just looks like it wouldn't be comfortable in the long run. I do like my hands raised a little more than normal, but I'm not sure if I like them like this or like this, base level. Some guys like that. I guess it looks cool. I don't know. Is it comfortable for you guys that have ape hangers? Do you like that? Tell me about it. Comment down below. I'd love to hear about it. What kind of motorcycle do you like? So I've got my eyes now on a Street Glide. I was possibly going to get a Sportster and probably ride it for a month this fall, and then it would be garaged all winter. Or I could just continue to stash money away until spring and get myself a Street Glide. So that's... when you have a beard, you develop patience. Beards help a man develop patience. I don't want to say long suffering, but you know, when you have a beard goal, you know this. You know that you have a goal of what you want, and literally waiting and not touching it are hard to do. It's not what you do, it's what you don't do. And that's hard to do. So my thoughts are, I could get, because I got rid of my motorcycle, and I want to get something new, and I don't want to be impulsive. Maybe I'll get a scooter just to tool around with locally. But maybe I'm going to save up for that Street Glide. And I was looking at prices of even used ones. The used Harleys, the pre-owned Harleys, retain their value, I'll tell you that. Heading to Florida soon. I'm going to spend some time with family doing Disney. This is what'll happen. I'm going to Florida for a week. I will be walking through the streets of Disney and someone's going to yell, "Sultan of Silver!" I'll be walking through the streets of Fort Lauderdale. Someone's going to say, "Sultan of Silver!" Everywhere I go. Doesn't matter where in the world I go, there's somebody who recognizes me because of this. I could literally go into hiding if I shaved myself. This has become such a calling card. It's interesting. It's interesting what it's done. It's almost like a business card that I wear on my face. And you guys know that. You big bearded guys know that. There's a difference between a small beard and a big beard. Big beard becomes kind of your thing, your image. It becomes you, right? Hey, any fans of Michael Shannon, the actor Michael Shannon? Boardwalk Empire, Take Shelter. There was a mobster movie, I forget, I saw it on Netflix, but I saw the movie called Take Shelter. And man, I thought that was good. It did not make a huge splash in the movie world. You guys know I'm a movie fan, right? Independent film fan. I'm a member of an independent film theater. I go to movies by myself all the time. I love film, love it. That is my film is kind of like my football or my sport. When people are watching hours and hours of sports, I'm watching movies. I don't always watch a movie sitting at home, Netflixing, or watching things on cable. I like being in a theater. I like the big screen. And I love going by myself and then going out to eat. I enjoy that. But there was a movie called Take Shelter that I really enjoyed with Michael Shannon. And then there was another one that he did where his son, I think, was like an alien. Did you see that one? The kid was like wearing like dark glasses, and there was like, his eyes were like really bright. You couldn't even look at him because it would blind you. What in the world was the name of that movie? Gosh, I really liked that a lot. A lot. What movies do you like? What are your favorite movies this year? I remember seeing The Room. That was one of my favorites last year. The Room was wonderful. Phoenix was Wonderful. Loved it. I think they were my favorites last year. The Room and Phoenix were my favorite movies last year. The year before, I enjoyed the guy who had the food truck. What the heck was the name of that movie with the food truck? Chef. Wonderful movie. Loved it. That was the only movie that I ever went to where the audience in the theater that I go to a membership theater, which you pay an annual membership price and then you get a reduced rate of tickets. Kind of keeps out the riffraff. If there's a membership theater in your area and you like movies, I would urge you to join it. It's a different experience that I think you're going to enjoy. Chef is the only movie where there was loud applause at the end of the movie. It was such a feel-good movie. I loved it so much. And of course, if you're a single dad or you're divorced, you're going to love it even more. And if you're a foodie, like I am, you're going to love it as well. So it appeals to so many different types of people. What else? There was a movie called The Spectacular Now, which blew my mind. It didn't get great reviews. It didn't get bad reviews. It just wasn't noticed a lot. That movie touched me beyond what I can tell you. I don't know what it was. The Spectacular Now. Phenomenal film. Absolutely phenomenal film. And then my favorite movie it's probably now, I would say in the past 5 years, was it was an Italian movie called like La Grande Bella, The Great Life, or Life is Great. Not Life is Beautiful, not that one. Italian movie. I should have looked it up before I even mentioned it. Unbelievable film. I would say it's in my top 10 films of all time. You need to look it up. Like La Grande Bella. Bella Grande, something like that. Just a stunning film. Visually beautiful, but it's about the emptiness of life and going to the top and then still being lonely. Fascinating. Everyone needs to see it. So that's enough for movie talk for today. I'm going to be stopping in my cigar store in the mall. I work in a damn mall, man! At the mall, and I'm going to get a acid cigar. I want to get an acid blonde or blondie. But somebody was mentioning them, and I'm like, yeah, man, I like that cigar. So I'm probably going to get an acid blondie. I got 3 Cohibas from Bob from Bergen. Motorcycle Bob from Bergen County Hog Group. Thanks, man. I'll be enjoying those in Florida, doing a Beards Without Borders episode. Smoking a Cohiba 2013 anniversary edition. Tonight I think I'm going to do the Acid Blondie. I'm saving the Cohibas for Florida. Sitting on a balcony or on a beach or something like that with my brothers. That would be awesome. What else? Well, I'm almost at the mall. I work in a damn mall. Get out there and do what you got to do today, man. Think about the question, the original question. Are there any big, bearded, well-known businessmen out there? I don't know a lot of them. And I have theories as to why, but can that change? I pose that it can change. I pose that I'm going to be the first big bearded host of a TV program. Can this beard? I will be the only one. I'm not talking Dos Equis. Stay thirsty, my friend. I'm talking big beard. Let it grow and let it flow. I could be the first big white bearded guy on a television shopping network. I can sell. God, can I sell? Objections are my best friend. I can close sales with my hands tied behind my back, my mouth gagged and blindfolded. I was never really taught how to sell. It's just something that was cultivated in me since a young kid, since I was a young child. The hustle has been in me forever. Hence, the reason why I watch people like Grant Cardone and Gary Vaynerchuk. I love selling and marketing. It's something I love to do. And I love the long sale. I like developing, they used to call it relationship selling, developing a relationship with people and not necessarily just pitching somebody and expecting results right away. I've never been good with that, but the long sale works for me. That's who I am. Have a great day, man. Time for me to cut some hair, shape up some beards. I'm going to be doing women's hair probably this fall in a private boutique setting and not in a public shop setting the way that I'm working right now. So I can't wait for that to happen and jump back into that world. I've been threatening it for the past year and a half, and I'm finally going to do it. Looking very seriously at scenarios in which I can do that, because I just don't feel like working in a salon to do that. Because the Sultan of Silver likes to create an atmosphere and wants all of his guests to feel at home and comfortable and relaxed. And when it comes to women, I want a woman who feels, if she feels that she's at a 6 or a 7, I want her to walk out feeling like she's in 11 on the scale. I want her to walk out feeling more than beautiful. I want her to feel like she's unstoppable, attractive, magnetic, and can make anything happen. That's what I love doing with people. And doing it as naturally as possible. Go ahead, dude. Go ahead. Oh. Okay. Dude just stopping in the middle of the road. See that? Man, I was on my Zen, and dude just kind of messing with me, trying to throw me off there. I ain't gonna let it happen. So I'm letting it grow and letting it flow. And I'm talking about the peace in my life, letting it grow and letting it flow. I'm getting ready to pull into the parking garage. My usual thing. Parking garage. See that? Hey, do you like this vehicle? This is the Scion XB. Possibly, other than my 74 Volkswagen van, my bus, this is one of the most practical vehicles I've ever owned in my lifetime. I really do love it. It's big, it's comfortable, it's peppy, gets good gas mileage. I so highly recommend it. It's the original model. It's the version 1. It's the very boxy one, but man, I really like it. Guys, if you're looking for a used vehicle, I think they made the boxy one from 2005 to maybe 2010. You can't go wrong with it. Holy cow. It's just really a neat vehicle. It's really great. Even if you buy a crappy one and just spray paint it flat black or something, you can make a really cool little rat rod. Very useful. Take out the back seats and you have this incredible cargo area. It's amazing. What are your goals today? I'm not going to guilt trip you. Chip away a little bit at a time. Re-identify those goals and start working towards them. You're watching me for the past, 7 months? Achieve my goals. I'm not just talking about them. I've gone 2 to 3 times further now than I was when I first started doing these broadcasts, because I'm an action-oriented person and I truly believe in the principle of massive action. Make something happen for yourself. What are you doing? Put the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Forward this channel to someone who you think would benefit from it. We're keeping our eyes on Austin, Texas next year for the World Beard Championship, Beard and Mustache Championship, and I put a request in to be a judge in it. I don't know if that will happen, but I would love to be a judge in the 2017 World Championship. All right, go get 'em, man. You can do it. I know you can because I believe in you. Now go out and do it. Bye.